Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of The Scorched, issue number 7, brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. Just a quick reminder of what's going on before we get into this issue. While Hunt is searching for a cure to the poison racing through his body, the vampire lord, known as Blood, offers up a solution, a location. Meanwhile, the Scorched team deal with the aftermath of their battle with the Sin Devourer. So their new goal, or their goal now, is to keep hunting the Sin Devourers so they might soon find their secret financier known as K. In her quest to form this team, a small army of those willing to stand at evil's doorstep, She-Spawn had made each one of them a promise. You help me get what I want, and I'll make sure you get what matters most to you. So for Gunslinger Spawn, it's to get back to his own timeline. For Medieval, he wants to find those who experimented on his body, and Redeemer needs to find Reaper. Yet one question still remains. Why is She-Spawn doing all this, asked Reaper? So after Redeemer's question, we get to see that Natasha lays on the table as her skin's bubbling from the poison of plague Spawn. But Reaper is stuck on the prophecy Redeemer has seen. Who will betray the Scorched? And he believes it's not going to be Jessica. And Redeemer's like, why do you think Jessica is not going to betray? I mean, she left me in Japan. I'm sure she had her reasons, but don't worry, it ain't going to be her. I mean, it's a dozen strategies of military, not I would say otherwise, but she had her reasons for leaving you. I don't think she's going to be the Judas or the betrayer of the Scorched. Though Natasha, laying on the table, needs their attention because she won't survive much longer. Given the amount of poison that's coursing through her veins, she needs their help. Her mind's fighting and panicking with all this poison and clave going on. It's not really a panic, it's more like an exorcism. An exorcism of what? Like a disease manifesting itself. Plague's poison has been replicating inside Natasha's, breeding itself back into existence. And she's screaming out help, and Plague Spawn's going out for the attack or whatever it manifested to, and they try to contain it. Contain it? That's not how Plague Spawn works. You don't contain it, you have to destroy it. And from what it appears right here, Plague looks to appear to impale Redeemer. Meanwhile, at an unmarked compound near Empty Sands, New Mexico, they're outside the base. Gunslinger and Mark are outside, and Gunslinger's like, I can't see her no more. Good, that means she's made it inside. You ready to give her cover? Gunslinger's like, okay, tell me when. So Mark does tell Gunslinger when, and Gunslinger hits his target, taking out a main electrical transformer. So what else I gotta shoot to put him in the dark, says Gunslinger. Inside Gunslinger's shop now has their building on power reserve. You know, the second generator is also down, so now they're losing power. By the time they realize they're losing power and it goes dark, or it's about to go dark, they see her and it's too late, and She-Spawn goes to work, wrapping her hair around one soldier like an anaconda and causes him one of their life. And she asks him, I'm looking for the one called K. Where is he? And one of the soldiers said, well, if you're killing my boy over here, I ain't gonna die on that account. He's down the hall. Gunslinger, use the northeast entrance. It'll be clear. Understand, says She-Spawn. And Gunslinger's like, okay, on my way now. You gonna be there too? Though still new to modern tech, Gunslinger, because he came from the 1800s, he does understand how ambush works. And She-Spawn says, no, but I'm sending you help. He should have been there by now. And Gunslinger senses another. And he turns around, he's like, whoa, don't sneak up on me. And Hunt's like, whoa, big guy, She-Spawn said you're a bit skittish. She sent you? Yeah, she did. After I told her how to find this facility, she said you guys could use some backup. Jessica Priest tells Javier, yeah, he's telling the truth, don't worry about it. The truth that Hunt and his brother Kurt extracted from Blood, lure the vampires from the previous issues. During his abduction, files were found detailing covert sites under the control of this mysterious individual, K. Now they all need to fulfill their part of this plan. And She-Spawn and Kurt go in. As they go in and they pass through the wall, she uses a stolen access card and the soldiers sneak up from behind her. I wouldn't do that if I were you. She turns around and judges their formation. The hallway shape is forcing them to clump together. And because she's low on ammo, it makes it easy for her to just to do one shot and take out all three of them. While Kurt attacks in his own way, triggering a massive heart attack by going inside and just squeezing his heart. But the alarm goes off and she asks Mark to disable it. He is on it. She-Spawn and Kurt push forward. What the hell is all this, she asks. It's a manufacturing plant devoted to Sin Devourers, controlled by billionaires who use their massive wealth to work outside the laws, boundaries, or rules of any government. K, whoever that is, operates in his own shadow world with enough influence to gather information and resources needed to be able to stalk hellspawns and angels while refining his war machine so that he may cleanse the earth of both. And Kurt's like, do we destroy him? Not yet. Back at our fortress, Mark got into the brain of one of these. They're being fed in real-time information of each of us, the entire Scorched team, and dozens of others. It's analyzing, discovering who we are, who we love, and what makes us vulnerable. Taking information and cross-referencing that data by downloading every possible checkpoint. They'll try to slaughter us us, or the world we live in and the world we love. And when it gets its matches, suddenly, stunned, Jessica is confronted by the reality that they've been able to analyze and construct her entire lifespan, from her troubled childhood to military boot camp with unwanted attention and the way she dealt with it. She also sees images of freshly minted assassinations that she'd become. One of them is of Simmons, and the other Nick's, her dearest friend. But the image that makes her shudder is the one of her daughter, and she is appalled. And she's like, oh hell no. Mark loses contact with her, but Mark is not left to do anything, probably because he's waiting on Jessica's orders. So they're like, wait, what's her order? We're here at the northeast corner, right? And it doesn't make much sense to him. So all of a sudden, with her whole history exposed, Jessica needs to download everything in her file, then erase the mainframe if possible. Kurt's like, we don't have time for this, Jessica. What are you doing? I need to destroy all this intel they're gathering. It'll destroy all of us. But then let's burn this place down and wipe everything out. I mean, right now, right? I mean, let's do that. But unfortunately, and Kurt does have a point, but unfortunately, Jessica messed with the data feed going to each Sin Devourer, setting off an eternal security feed instead. They're coming to life. I erased what I need to know. Let's go. And they go on the attack. Intrusion Devourer has witnessed the she spawns and all the spawns, and his order is to terminate. Kurt's astral body isn't in serious danger as debris will pass through it. She spawn is not going to be as fortunate. Mark, mission accomplished. Bogey's on our tail. You have visual soon? Then get ready to teleport. And Mark gets the orders, and Hunt's like, I'll take out the legs, and Gunslinger's like, I'll make sure they can't see. I'm opening now, Mark, says Jessica, the portal. Get in there. Hunt and Gunslinger do their part, but she spawn still needs a few more seconds to be able to make her portal functional for everyone. Her team gives her that. Sin Devourer goes down for the count, and this is playing out very epically. For the moment, the group is safe, but Jessica now wonders about some others, those she hasn't heard back from in too long of a time, Redeemer and Reaper, and she sees what happens to them based on the accounts of Plague Spawn. She put this team together, hoping their numbers would protect one another. Tonight, that's failed. Now, everything's at risk as Plague Spawn takes Natasha, and he is on his way out, looking at him like, what you gonna do about it? And that's where we end this issue. I'm gonna keep my review on this one very nice, short and sweet. I absolutely dug it. This was a definite way to kick off a new story arc, and I'm in on it. I mean, to me, this is probably one of the better series of Scorched issue number 7, if not the best in my personal opinion. Link in description if you wish to add this comic book to your comic book collection. With all that being said, The Scorched issue number 7. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Don't be shy and don't be stingy. Here at Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. And don't forget to check us out on our other social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot, where we do online auctions and bids. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Until next time.